I'm currently making $75 per hour as a 17-year-old video editor, but roughly 1 year ago, I didn't even know how to edit a video. So in this video, I will show you the 4-step framework I applied to go from $0 to $75 per hour, all without any past experience or past clients. So if I was able to do it, you will be able as well. So before we start to take a look at all the steps you should apply to achieve the same as I did, you should know my backstory. My name is Jacob, I am a 17-year-old video editor from Germany and I'm currently still going to school. I started editing around 1 year ago, and 1 year ago I made like absolutely zero money. I had no clients for the first 3 to 4 months, and now I'm currently making $75 per hour. There are also some recent payments I received, so just some proof. You should ideally be something between 14 and 22, and you're relatively new to editing. You might be able to do some motion graphics and even edit some good videos, but you just don't have clients yet. You're probably also in school, university, or a 9 to 5, and you're currently looking for a side income to eventually turn into a main income stream. And you probably have zero or only a few past clients, and you have $0 earned or only a few dollars, and you're trying to get more clients and customers. So talking about customers, getting your first clients or your second or third client. So we'll obviously use outreach because we don't have a personal brand yet. And there are 2 types of outreach. We have cold and warm outreach, and I will explain both and the benefits and the contrast to both of them. So cold outreach is basically this right there is you, and you're reaching out to a potential client by just writing a text. So you're writing an email saying, hey, my name is blah blah blah, I am a video editor and I edit videos blah blah blah, would you be open to doing collaboration? And since the text is very boring and the client doesn't get to know you, he will probably just not respond or say no thank you. Compare this to warm outreach, where this right there is you look for a potential client and then you take a video of the potential client and re-edit it for him. So he already knows that you can edit, and he immediately gains trust because you send him a video from him. So he knows that you're able to edit good videos for him, if the edit is good, obviously. Here's a personal example so you get to understand it even better. This right there is YouTuber Mario Reyes. He has 428k subscribers on YouTube, and he's also pretty big on Instagram and TikTok. And he's uploading fitness content, and I just noticed that he has very poor editing, or not poor editing, but it could definitely be improved. So I decided to re-edit one of his videos and then reached out to him with a really simple email. I wrote, hey Mario, saw your latest YouTube video, and decided to re-edit it a bit so it's more engaging and gets you more views and essentially clients for your coaching program. Let me know what you think about it. Best regards, Jacob. And then I obviously attached the video to it. And then just a few hours later he replied, hello, I was impressed, what are your rates? So I basically made him interested without saying that I want to edit his videos. And then I just wrote, hey Mario, thanks for the reply. For those types of videos I'm usually doing $25 per minute. And then unfortunately I couldn't close him because this was too expensive for him, but this is the most recent example for me and how this could have worked if I've charged him less, because I think $15 per minute is a pretty good rate for some beginner editors, and $50 per minute isn't per minute work but per minute of video you produce, just so you know. This is a important message. So if you're thinking about starting with warm outreach, you will definitely have to, because otherwise we won't get any clients in the beginning. This will take some time and it will be very discouraging in the beginning, but trust me, it will work. I think you can realistically expect a 10 to 30 reply rates if your edits are good, and some of them will be a no or that they can't afford you yet. But even though this is very discouraging in the beginning because you spend a lot of time to edit those videos without a response or with a no, you will still benefit from it and you will learn why in the next step. So I bet you all heard of a personal brand before. It's basically just you on the internet, just a portfolio or basically your work. And I personally use X for it. So right here you can see my old account. Unfortunately it got shadow banned. I created it around 1 year ago. And yeah, I posted a lot of videos I edited for potential clients and also some lifestyle content. And as you can see, I got 800 followers and I created a lot of inbound leads. So inbound leads are basically clients reaching out to you instead of you reaching out to them. And I also found the client I'm currently working with through inbound on this account. This is my new account because that one got shadow banned for some reason, as I already mentioned, and currently it has around 200 subscribers and I'm trying to grow it to generate inbounds with it as well. And even though I only have 200 followers, I still had like already 10 inbound leads because I know how to advertise myself, and I will show you how you can do the same. So for the profile picture, your description, your name, you should keep it simple. For your name, just use something like your name and then video editor like I do right here. Then for the description, it is very important to build in social proof. So right here we can see I just built in some clients I'm currently working with. But if you don't have any clients yet, you can try to go a bit around it. For example, edit it for 5 YouTube channels because you just basically upload it on like 5 different accounts, or like created over 100 videos, whatever. And yeah, for the profile picture, you can also just take a photo of yourself, and for the banner, just take something which looks good and also has a message behind it. So mine is make viewers stay longer. It was very hard to create. I use it ever since. Also, what is very important with your description is that you don't get too personal. So don't write something like your age. You can write location maybe to show your language, but I wouldn't. Just do everything in English and it should work. And you also shouldn't write how long you've been editing for, because basically no one cares and it will just take up space and look really ugly. Now, after creating and branding your account, we did this step. It's time to grow your account, and therefore you will obviously need to post some posts. But what you will also need to do is engage 10 to 20 minutes per day. That's basically that you're interacting with other people in your niche, like in the video editing niche, in the creative space, or the business niche, and you're just writing comments. You're just writing, hey, nice job, man, good edit, looks clean, looks solid, and you're always like putting some emojis behind it just to engage with other people, because this will make X recommend your content to them, so it will get you their attention. And then for your posts, you ideally want to post the edits you used to reach out to people, or you did for them if you closed them. But let's say you didn't succeed with warm outreach, then you want to post the edits you created for the potential clients on Twitter. So here are 2 examples for me. Right there, I have one practice edit I created, and I posted it with the caption, "Is this editing style that?" It's a recent practice edit I created for Faceless Documentaries. I feel like that this grid style is a bit overused. What do you think? So I basically took the practice edit I used to reach out to a potential client, and then I wrote some controversial statement, you could say, with a question in the end. Just try out what works and what doesn't. I'm not an expert with it as well. And also for this potential client, I created a video. Unfortunately, he didn't respond, but I still had the video to post, and as you can see, it also got 791 views and 39 likes, so it worked. And yeah, I just wrote recent intro I created, tried a fast-paced style since it gets the best results for those type of videos. What do you guys think? So yeah, it was basically, I just tried to show that I'm an expert, and I posted it also with a question in the end of it, so people had something to engage. And it also created quite a few inbounds, I think. And yeah, the first step is basically you will watch the inbounds fly in. I summed it up really simple. I'm thinking about creating another video about the whole process of inbound leads, but for now, that is it. And I think you can easily apply this framework, and then you can watch inbounds fly in and people reaching out to you. These are 3 examples from the 200 follower account I showed you, which I grew in like 2 months. And yeah, as you can see, we have this one right there. He sent me a post of mine, asked me for my loan form rates, and asked me if I work with Tommy because he likes the simple approach. So he basically wanted to work with me. And then I said, thanks, man. I'm usually doing $30 a minute for those type of videos. And later on, we agreed on 25, but on 4 monthly videos. So it was a pretty good deal for me. And yeah, another example is this one right there. Hey man, how you doing? I'm a YouTube strategist for a channel called blah blah blah, and we are looking for a skilled editor to join our team. How much would you charge for a 15 to 20 minute video? And yeah, I basically said my rates as well, but unfortunately I didn't close him. And the same goes with this one. Hey Jacob, how much do you charge per minute faceless docu video? And unfortunately I didn't close him as well because my rates were too high for them, but that's really normal. If you want to have or set some higher rates, you can expect a lower close rate also on inbound leads. Probably like 15 to 20% if you're working around $25 to $30 per minute. But if you're just working with $10 to $15 per minute, I personally closed a lot of clients in the beginning, like probably 50 to 70% close rate. Now, after you got your first client, or even if you don't have them yet, it's very important to hire your output. And that's a big mistake I made in the beginning. Like, I had absolutely zero workflow. I was so slow. Every project was taking me like 2 weeks. And yeah, it was just very slow overall. And it wasn't because I wasn't focused. I worked a lot, but I just didn't know how and how I can work so I'm faster. And yeah, the first tip I have for you is to create a folder with footage, sound effects, and music for each long-term client, and one folder where you have all your main assets. So for example, for me, it's that one. It's like I have my sound effects in it, and I also have a separate folder with like video editing assets like transitions and other type of stock footage. And yeah, it comes in pretty handy because I don't have to go on the internet to search for new assets every time I'm editing a video. And yeah, that's very useful. And by the way, if you want to have this easy and simple sound effect and music pack, I just linked it to you in the description. You can download it for free. And yeah, it definitely helped me to higher my work output. Now, I found a really, really big game changer, I think 2 to 3 days ago on Twitter or X, however you want to call it. And it's the AI called Hera. It's basically a motion graphic AI. And the stuff that is created by it is just insane. I will quickly blend you in a map animation I created with it. And I think that just shows how good the AI actually is. Like, look at this. It's a map zoom in animation. And usually it will take like 15 to 20 minutes to create this in After Effects. But for me, it took like 30 to 40 seconds to create it. I will definitely create another video on it. But right now you can check it out and just try yourself. And if you're thinking about upgrading to Pro or something, you can use the discount code Jacob82. And yeah, I really like the project, so I thought about partnering up with them and they actually agreed. So yeah, make sure to check them out. It's actually really, really good and it can help you a lot with your edits. I personally use it as well. Now, for the fourth step is that you track your earnings even if you're making zero money, because that was like such a neck killer in the beginning for me. I thought I was making like $20 to $30 per hour. But after I actually tracked it, I noticed that I made like $2 to $3 per hour. And that was very discouraging in the beginning, yeah. But it's like kind of a wake-up call that you need to change something. And what I basically do is I take the project, then the price, then the hours I've worked. There's some personal data. And then there's the money per hour I make. So as you can see, those are some recent projects. And I have the price, then the hours worked, and then the money per hour. And as you can see, it even climbed over time because I started creating certain presets for that client, and it really helped me with my workflow. As you can see, like all those videos are basically from the same client except this one. And as you can see, I lowered it from 6 minutes, 6 hours and 5 hours to 2.5, 2.5, 3, 2 hours. So yeah, that's also a big game changer. If you have any further questions or want something more in detail, I will definitely make a video about the inbound generation and probably the warm outreach as well. But for now, that's it. So if you have any questions, I will answer them in the comments below. And yeah, definitely thank you for watching, and I'm hoping you make it in this journey. Don't give up. Like, it was so worth it for me. I'm now making a good or a decent amount of money for my age, and it really helps me in all aspects of life. So yeah, bye.